From the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C.
Hello, everyone. My name is Betsy Peterson, and I'm the director of the American Folklife Center here at the Library of Congress, and I want to welcome you to our concert today. It is part of our homegrown concert series that is produced by the American Folklife Center here. And to give you just a little bit of background about it, the Homegrown Concert Series is an opportunity for the American Folklife Center to work with folk arts coordinators and other specialists from throughout the country to identify the very best artists, dancers, narrators, to bring their work here to DC, to the library, and share it with all of you. It's also an opportunity for us to add to our collections, and this is going to be tape recorded and will eventually be webcast and put up on our website and put in our archives so we can share this with individuals around the world and for future generations. So with that said, if you have a cell phone on, please turn it off now or forever be memorialized in our archives. So today is going to be wonderful. We have a fabulous concert featuring the Cambodian-American heritage dancers with Chum Ngek Ensemble, and this is in celebration of Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. And so I want to introduce someone to give you a little bit more background about the exquisite music and dance that you're going to hear and see. And I would like to introduce Dr. Joanna Pecori. And she is an educator, ethnomusicologist, and a musician in her own right, and is now the director of the Towson State University Asian Arts and Cultural Center. So please give Joanna Pecori a warm welcome.
Hello, everybody. Today's program features a Khmer classical court, dance and music, as well as instrumental music. It will be performed by the Cambodian-American Heritage, Inc. and the Chum Ngek Ensemble. The Cambodian-American Heritage, Inc. is a non-for-profit organization founded in 1980, directed by Madam Oeun Tes, who is a former dancer of the Cambodian Royal Ballet and a 1998 National Endowment for the Arts Heritage Fellow. The director of the Chum Ngek Ensemble is Master Chum Ngek, who is a 2004 National Endowment for the Arts Fellow and the awardee for the Bess Lomax Hawes Heritage Fellowship. The performance you'll be seeing today is a classical art associated with the Angkor Empire, associated at a time when Cambodia was strong and powerful, but since that time, Cambodia has endured centuries of invasion, colonization, war, and political upheaval, with the most devastating destruction occurring between 1975 and 1979, when Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge took over to trying to restructure society and culture in Cambodia, but instead destroyed the country and killed millions of Cambodians from starvation, overwork, illness, and execution in the meantime. So having these artists here today, many of them emigrated to the United States since that time, some actually a little bit before that time. It's a miracle that they have survived and that they're keeping these traditions alive here in the United States. In traditional Cambodia, music and dance was always respected as offerings to gods, ancestors, and teachers. And they are also believed to connect the human and supernatural worlds. And many of the artists who survive today are definitely believe in that connection. And they tell stories about how their survival is related to their music and dance. Today's program features 3 main character types. The Cambodian dance has 4 main character types. You will be seeing the female, the male, and the demon. Because of the sacredness of this tradition, we will begin the program with a blessing song, and this song is to honor teachers and ancestors. It also blesses the stage, props, performers, and costumes. Right after that, we will have the first dance, which is a blessing dance. In this dance, Khmer goddesses bless the stage by tossing flower petals at the audience, and they wish us all a bright future, good health, happiness, and prosperity. The dancers are Angela Ia, Soleil Becker, Stephanie Yap, Catherine Yap, and Grace Rafferty. So the next piece is a friendly competition between the storm spirit and the goddess of the sea. This dance has been traditionally performed to ward off drought. In this scene, the goddess holds a powerful crystal ball made of concentrated dew that the storm spirit wants to take away from her. When he can't convince her to give it to him, he gets angry and threatens her with his magic axe. This causes thunder, and he lunges toward her. The goddess tosses the crystal ball in self-defense. The storm spirit looks at it and is temporarily blinded. This is a symbolic of lightning. The goddess escapes unharmed. When the gem pierces the clouds, it releases rainfall. The performers are Bonavi Chim as the storm spirit and Visal Duong as the goddess of the sea. Bonavi Chim is the niece of some Oeun Tes, and she teaches the female, male, and demon roles. So the next piece actually is a sort of a continuation of this dance. So the storm spirit and the goddess of the sea had a prize. The goddess of the sea had the crystal ball, and that's because she and the storm spirit, as well as the next character you'll see, who is Vortichun, they all were studying under a hermit in the heavens. Now, Vortichun is actually a human prince, and he was studying with them too. And the hermit challenged them to a contest, and he asked them all, whoever could bring him a glass of morning dew the quickest could win the main prize. And it was actually Megala, the goddess of the sea, who won the main prize. And that's because she had put down her scarf in the morning and then was able to take all the dew and squeeze it into the glass, whereas the other two guys were just picking off the drops of dew and dripping them into the vial of water. And so by the time they went back to the hermit to show what they've collected, the goddess of the sea was already there. So the goddess of the sea got the first prize, which was the crystal ball, and that's why the storm spirit you just saw wanted that, because that was a better prize. And he had gotten the axe as a consolation prize, and now the next character, Vortichun, got a magic dagger as the another consolation prize. But he's pretty happy with his prize. So now you're going to see him sort of returning to the earth and showing off his power and showing off his new dagger. now we're going to have a musical interlude. And first you'll hear a solo by Master Chum Ngek. I'm going to move away from this instrument after I give you the intro. He's going to play a song called Jit Ket. And this is a song that basically depicts a contest of skills, one challenger trying to outdo the other. And then after that, the group will play a song, a Mahauri song, which is kind of an entertainment piece. Let me just introduce the musicians. This is Master Chum Ngek. Rak Lai. Sophie Hung. Savan Chum. And the other singer, Sinat Pul, went backstage. She sings with the dances all the time. And my name's Joanna Pacourt. Song. Jump on, tap you.
Yeah.
to close out our program today, we're going to demonstrate, the dancers are going to demonstrate their daily stretches and their fundamental exercises. So as you notice, the Cambodian dancers have interesting curves that kind of seem like your average person can't do that. And that's because they do these stretches that are exercises that are designed to stretch and manipulate their joints, especially their fingers, their arms, and their back. And they have to hold the positions for a while to increase their muscle power and create suppleness and flexibility in their bodies. So that's the stretching part. And then with the fundamental exercises, we'll be accompanying them while it looks like a dance, actually. The exercises are a sequence of positions, which are the basic positions of Cambodian dance. They call them kabaik. It's almost like a language, and it comes in two parts. The first part is slower, which they call cha, and the second part is faster, which they call bancha. And if you can do all of these exercises, and you can learn any Cambodian dance, and the demonstrators are Grace Rafferty, Catherine Yap, Angela Ia, Soleil Becker, Stephanie Yap, Visal Dung, and Banavi Chim. And I'm sorry, I didn't even mention the dancer, Vor Chun. So that the performer for Vor Chun was Chamni Mo Muriel Sakon, and she's also going to be demoing this part. I apologize for that. This is Madam Oeun Tes, the teacher, National Heritage Fellow. Everybody come out? Everybody come out? What do you want to do? Does anybody want to do a demo? Would you? Oh yeah, you want to do? Okay. If you want to do that? Yeah. Okay. Just a little bit. If anyone who wants to stay, they're going to show you the distinction between the male and female roles. The women in the giant, the 3 different roles that you saw today, the women in the pink are the female, blue is the male, and one of you did the giant earlier today. She's going to do the giant again.
I'd like to show you how the female walk, how the male walk. How big the leg is, wide, like this is, okay, like this, walk. That's the king or the guy. And the giant walk. Okay, the female, the princess. Okay, you a giant angry.
Don't smile.
Okay, so you want to do show when you do the angry. The wide, the open, you see the wide, open.
The different posture with female, male. Male is broad, giant is really big. It's distinct between the characters. So female is more graceful, beautiful, and then in traditional Cambodian classical dance, there's different size. So if you're like small and round face, something, then you're gonna be the female row. If you have broad shoulder, long arm, you will be dance in male row. And if you're bigger than myself, you will be the role of giant with the mask.
Okay, if you want to say love, love, almost summer love, it just make it wild. Love.
Giant love.
This, see the leg? Okay, it's do the
Giant laugh. That's giant laugh.
yes.
Smile, female smile. Male smile. Right.
Show the tree. Tree.
So in
Leaf.
Cambodian classical dance, the hand motion is tree, leaf, bud, flower bloom, fruit, and fruit is plucked. So the whole dance movement will be tree, either they are pointing something or they're pointing up. It tells a story, so basically Cambodian classical dance always tells a story, and it's like in a sign language. So the artist, the dancer doesn't sing or talk. It talks in the motion that they are pointing, whatever story they are doing. If they're looking, female looking, male looking. So it tells the character of what they are doing, the action, by the hand gesture. So it's always the same rotation if you notice in our dance earlier.
Love each other, the princess.
Love. also in the sentiment dance, it tells the emotion of the two characters between female princess or prince, and they walking together. You want to show line connect with you? Do you have any questions so far? Anything that you want to know in what we dress in the other dances? Why one has sleeve and one has long skirt, and what the bracelet means? Any questions? Basically, everything that we wore, it's depicted from the carving from Angkor Wat in the statue. So the master teacher will study that character from the Angkor Wat, the statue from the wall, and then they bring that out and then incorporate into the story. And so everything that we wore, it's the same thing as if you see this carving in this wall.
There is a question.
So in traditional Cambodian dance, there are actually male dancers, right?
Yes. Male dance, the reason why you see females dance with each other, because when the king created the dance in his court, he forbid any male to enter the court. Do you want to know why? Because most of his concubines were dancers in the court, and he did not want the male to come in the court and fall in love with his concubine. So when you enter, the parent, when they enter their daughters in the dance court, the queen personally selects the student. If, like I said earlier, if you are petite, small, beautiful, round face, the queen will tell you to train your body, your character as female dance for the rest of your dance career. And if you're broad shoulder, long arm, long neck, you will be trained as the male character during the rest of your career. And if you're kind of, back then, all female, even the giant, even the monkey, no male are allowed to enter the court. But nowadays, they have opened the male to come into the court. But you have to have masks on to do a traditional dance. Any other questions?
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all for coming today. We really appreciate you coming to see this wonderful group. And please join us on June 28th for Beau Soleil. The Beau Soleil Quartet will be here. Thanks very much.
This has been a presentation of the Library of Congress. Visit us at loc.gov.